These are the extraordinary days when Delhi is witnessing record temperatures. Temperature in the national capital is going up to 50 degrees at several stations, while the standard temperature is still around 45 degrees. I'm joined by DGM IMD M. Mohapatra sir to talk on this particular issue and specifically as to what is the reason behind these high temperatures. Sir, first of all, we have seen high temperatures in the national capital, in fact, in 2022, in 2021 as well. But this time, condition is a bit different because what is happening is that not only we are seeing these temperatures of 45 degree, in fact, more than 45 degrees, but at several substations, in fact, we have temperatures reaching up to 50 degree. If you can tell us as to what is the reason behind it.
So if you look at and this year, it is an El Nino year. In the El Nino year, usually we get higher temperature in northwest India. And once you have got the higher temperature, you will get more frequent, more durable, and more intense heat wave conditions. And that has happened this year. We had very intense heat wave conditions in the month of April over eastern India and peninsular India. Now in the month of May, starting with 16th May, the heat wave condition is continuing. It started with West Rajasthan. Then gradually it expanded towards entire northwest India and central India. And at present, the severe heat wave conditions are prevailing over many parts of northwest India, including Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh, Delhi, parts of UP, and parts of Madhya Pradesh. So apart from this large-scale process, which has contributed towards longer, durable, and more intense heat wave condition over northwest India and adjacent central India this year, there has been certain regional processes. Whenever there will be a high pressure area at middle troposphere, say height of about 3 to 5 kilometers, there will be subsidence of air. That means air will move downwards towards the surface of the earth. This downward movement of the air leads to compression of air and hence the warming. So temperature rises. And this phenomena is persisting for last 15 days. Apart from that, for last 1 week, if you just look at, a cyclone developed over the Bay of Bengal. And that cyclone moved towards northeastern states after hitting Bangladesh and adjoining West Bengal coast. So under that influence, the northwesterly winds over northwest India strengthened, leading to more heat advection from northwest India towards central India and also over the northwest India. So these are the three major regional factors which has contributed to rise in temperature, sustaining the severe heat wave conditions over northwest and adjoining central India. But today, as per our analysis, a western disturbance is approaching towards northwest India. Under its influence, we are expecting that there could be rainfall or thunderstorm in some parts in plains of northwest India and also the hill regions of western Himalayan region. Already the southwesterly winds are starting to prevail from northern Arabian Sea towards the northwest India. So as a result, from tomorrow, that is from 30th, there will be a tendency of fall in temperature and hence heat wave conditions are likely to reduce not only in terms of intensity but also the aerial spread from 30th of May.
So the question this time is that, yes, you rightly mentioned that there are reasons why we are seeing these maximum temperatures. But then while the standard temperature is still around 45 degrees, there are several stations that are recording, temperatures that is going up to 50 degrees. For example, Mungeshpur for that matter. We were told that there is a specific phenomena, because of which it is happening. If you can just talk to us about that phenomena and why is it that, several stations are recording much more than what we are receiving at the standard station.
Previously, India Meteorological Department had a very few stations, around 5 stations in Delhi. Those are the departmental observatories and they are established for last so many years. And these are climate reference stations, you can say. So these data from these 5 stations can be considered to define the climate of the place. Because these are the stations which have well-defined environmental conditions which has not changed over the years significantly. So therefore, temperature is not affected by the changes in the environment over the years there. So therefore, once you are considering the impact of climate change, etc., we should consider the data from those 5 stations. But over the period of time, considering the need of measuring temperature in different parts of the city, we have established automated weather stations in different parts. So that we have got a very realistic, every hour monitoring of the temperature over the entire city area of Delhi and the national capital region. So if you look at the national capital territory, you will find that there is large variation with respect to physiographical behavior. Somewhere there will be water bodies, somewhere there will be concrete structures, concrete jungles. Somewhere there will be high density of populations. Somewhere there will be certain activity which helps in increasing the heat. So in those places, the temperature will be better, will be higher. And in somewhere places where there are water bodies or there is vegetation, etc., temperature will be less. So therefore, always when you consider any urban area, in certain parts of the urban area, especially in the central part of the urban area, there will be higher temperature compared to its surroundings. This is called as urban heat island effect. Just like when you consider an island, it is a land surrounded by the waters. So similarly here, the small area where temperature is quite high, but is surrounded by the normal temperatures or cooler temperatures. So therefore, the name is given as urban heat island effect. The urban heat island effect is therefore attributed to rise in concrete structures, absence of forest or vegetations, and also increase in transport in that particular area, and water bodies, decrease in water bodies, etc. So there has been many studies about it. You can expect about 4 to 5 degrees Celsius higher temperature in certain pockets in the central part of the city as compared to the outskirts of the city.
So, but sir, a bit clarification, because we have several reports which are claiming that just because of the temperature at Mungeshpur, we can say that Delhi is recording extraordinary temperature, which cannot be a true condition.
I agree with you. It cannot be true conditions. The true conditions will be represented by those climate reference stations where the environment has not changed over the years. Just for example, the observatory which is within the Safdarjung airport, the observatory which is in Lodi Road in the campus of Mausam Bhavan, the observatory which is in Palam, or observatory which is in Ayanagar of India Meteorological Department office. So in these places, it has not undergone so many changes. Therefore, the temperature which is measured in these places can be taken as the reference temperatures if you want to know whether the climate has changed over the years or not. But the temperatures measured by the different small pockets where you find that there is rise in temperature, that is attributed to urban heat island effect. So that cannot be considered for measuring the climate change. That is considered to measure the impact of urbanization in a particular city.
Right. So I'll come to the relief part as well, but before that, if I can go through this particular map, there we have different color codes, sir.
Yes.
This is the heat map, if I'm not wrong, and different color codes are there where we can see Delhi is in red color.
Yes.
So if you can talk to us about these color codes and also the condition that is, denoted here, sir.
Yeah. So if you look at this map, this is the warning map for today. We are expecting the heat wave, severe heat wave conditions to continue over northwest India and adjacent central India, especially Rajasthan, some parts of Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh, Delhi, and western parts of MP, southern parts of UP, where the temperatures are about 7 degrees Celsius or more above the normal temperatures. And also the heat wave conditions are continuing for days together. It is followed by the surrounding area where the temperature is relatively less, and also number of heat wave days are also relatively less, persistently prevailing in that region. And then we have got the yellow color where heat wave conditions are there but not so severe and not so durable.
Right.
So considering the impact of the heat wave on the human bodies, we have introduced the impact-based forecast of the heat wave.
Right.
This is just an example of the impact-based forecast of the heat wave. Once we have given the orange color, we say be prepared to take action to save yourself from the heat wave. Once you get the red color, immediately you take the actions to save yourself. Because heat wave is such a condition that which can be fatal for the human beings if action is not taken to save from these conditions. Yellow means get updated that heat wave condition is prevailing. It is a precautionary information, so people should be ready to take any actions.
Sir, my last question, possibly and the most important one. People who are watching you at this point in time just want to know as to when they are going to get relief from this soaring temperature. So, if you can talk to us about the condition and by when Delhi is going to get some sort of respite.
Yeah, today one western disturbance is approaching towards northwest India. Under its impact, we are expecting some rainfall or thunderstorm activity in some places in northwest India. That will lead to fall in temperature from tomorrow onwards.
Okay.
In addition to that, the winds have started blowing from northern parts of Arabian Sea towards northwest India. The winds over the Arabian Sea or any sea area will be relatively colder. Therefore, it will also help in falling the temperature over northwest India. So, we are expecting that from tomorrow onwards there will be gradual fall in temperature, but still heat wave condition will be there, but intensity of heat wave will reduce gradually.
All right. So, gradual decline would be there. This is what M. Mahapatra ji is telling us. This is once again the map, the heat map, where red condition is somewhere depicting the harsh conditions that the people living here in this particular area, Delhi and the nearby areas, are facing. Everyone here in the national capital is expecting some sort of respite, and DG M. Mahapatra says that from tomorrow onwards we are going to get some sort of relief.